Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. In this occasion I am going to create the dynamic map related to COVID-19 in Canada that you watched at the video introduction. To do that one, I am going to use a couple of free and open source softwares, QGIS 3.1 and Blender 2.8. I am going to divide the session in two videos, one for the mapping and another one for the video edition. Okay, let's go to do it.
Important note: the content of this tutorial is for educational purposes only.
The first thing I need is a vectorial file with the province and territories of Canada. Let's go to Google Province of Canada Shapefile. And the results we get here, this one, is the official website to download this kind of files, right? But when I work with this file in QuantumGIS, I found some problems related with the topology. Then instead to fix that issues, I decided to download a different file, and I'm going to show you where is the link here. Is this link. Even this website, it's not an official one. The product they have for the Shapefile, it's a really good one, and this is the one I'm going to use for this project. This is the file I got. Now I'm going to extract the information here, and I'm going to open QuantumGIS. Now I'm going to open the shapefile. Just click here, select vector, and now let's go to look for the folder with that file. This is the folder and this is the file. Let's go to open, add, now close. Now we are going to change the coordinate reference systems. As you can see in this project, the coordinate reference systems is WGS84, and this is a geographic coordinate systems, and we are going to use a projected coordinate systems. Okay, to do that one, just click here, export, save as save feature as. Then I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call this one as projected Canada. Save, and we are going to change the coordinate systems for the 32, 614. This one here, this is a UTM coordinate systems for this area, and I decided to use these coordinate systems. For example, if you see in Google Earth the position of Canada, it's something like that, right? Then to have a map as similar as this one, I decided to use that coordinate systems. Okay, let's go to apply, and okay, Now we can remove this one. And we can change here the coordinates for this project. It's going to be this one. Apply. And okay, as you can see now, we have a similar map as Google Earth with similar orientation, and it's going to be more aesthetic. Now let's go to see a little bit of the information related to this file. Click right, go to properties, go to the first tab, information, and here we have some information related with this project. The file is a new standard that it's called like GPKG. Okay, it's a shapefile, right? But it's a different kind of format to save all the information, the database, and etc. Right? We are not going to talk about this kind of new standard. That it's not the goal of this project. But the important thing for us now is this one, the geometry. As you can see, the geometry of this file, it's a polygon, multi-polygon, okay? What it means. Let's go to close this one. If you click right and go to the open attribute table, you can see here in this file we have 13 different features for the province and territories of Canada, right? Then if you click here, you can select the different province and territories, right? But what we want is to have a point of information, right? Here we have a polygon, but we want a point to represent the parameters we want to represent in this map, okay? To do that one, what we have to do is just to extract the centroids of each feature in this file, okay? A centroid is a point at the middle of the feature. To do that one, just go here, vector, geometry tools, and centroids. Then click here. We are not going to change the coordinate reference systems. We are going to keep the same one, but we are going to save the new feature that is going to be a point in a specific folder. Save to file. Then you have to select the folder you want to save this file. And I'm going to create a new folder that I'm going to call just Centroid 1. Centroid 1. Save. And run the process. And this is the result. Now, if you go to the properties of this file, you are going to see now that the geometry is a point. Okay, that's important thing. Then if you click the layer, is this layer, okay, and you click here the pencil, you can move these points to a better position. Okay, for example, we can select this one and move over here, select this one, move over here, because it's going to be a better location to show the data we want to show. Okay, let's go to do something like this one. Let's go to move this one over here, this one over here, this one over here, something like that. That is good. Now let's go to close the edition. Just click the pencil again, save. If I open the attribute table at the new layer, we can see that we have the same fields as we have in the polygon shapefile. Now we are going to create different files for each province. In that way we can change the color of the province individually. To do that one, just go here to vector analysis tool, no, data management tools, and go to split vector layer. We are going to leave the same coordinate systems, and we are going to use as a unique ID field the name, and then we are going to select where we want to save the new layers. Save to directory, select the folder. It's going to be this one, but we are going to create a new folder that is going to be called Province and Territories of Canada. And run the process. Close. Now we can load all these new layers. Just go here, just click here and select the folder. Going to be this one. Select all the files and open and add. Okay. Now we have all the provinces and territories with a different color, and that is going to be useful for our legend. Let's go to see how we can change the colors of the province. For example, for Alberta, go to properties, symbology, select this one, and now you can pick up the color you want. Let's go to take this one, for example, apply, and OK. Now I'm going to do the same for the rest of the province, but I'm going to pass the video faster. Okay, these colors looks good. Remember to save the project, save as, and select a folder where you want to save this project. Now we are going to remove this layer because we are not going to use this one more. Remove. Okay, and we are going to triplicate this layer. Okay, to do that one, just click here, export, save feature as. We are going to leave the format as I said before. It's like a shapefile, but we can keep the new standard and select the folder where you want to save this copy of this layer. It's going to be here, Centroid. I'm going to create a new folder. It's going to be Centroid 2. Open, and it's going to be Centroid 2. Save and OK. And I'm going to create another one, the same as before. I'm going to pass the video faster. Okay. Now I'm going to relabel these names, rename the layer, and the first one is going to be cumulative reported deaths. The second one is this one. Rename this one. This one is going to be cumulative reported recovered. I'm going to correct the mistake here. And the last one is going to be cumulative reported cases. Perfect. Now let me show you what is going to be the source of information to create this dynamic map. The University of Guelph is doing a great job compiling all the information daily. Here in this link we have all the data related with all the parameters that we are going to use: cases, mortality, and recovered. Clicking on these tabs, you can download all the information related for each parameter. Now let's go to see the spreadsheet tables I created with all the data. I created one table for each parameter. Then in total is going to be 3 tables. We are going to connect the spreadsheet tables with the attribute table through this column. Then we have to make sure that the names for the province and territories is the same here as at the spreadsheet table. So you can see here we have the same information, and that is the column that is going to work as a link between these 2 tables. The information we have at the tables, as you can see here, is always cumulative values. Okay, this is the number of people, and sometimes you're going to see no applicable because, for example, for this day it was no cumulative cases, then we don't have any recovered, right? And also the range of dates is going to be from the March 1st to the April 7th, and we have the same dates for all the parameters. Okay, so you can see at the tables we have the same information, but the only thing is changing is the parameter. Okay. And one important thing, as you can see here, the format for the one we save this file is CSV. Okay, I'm going to show you save as. This is the format you have to select. Okay, that's the way we can import this table to Quantum GIS. Okay, the option is this one here. That's a very important thing. Now let's go to add all these tables to the Quantum GIS. To add the spreadsheet tables, just click here to add a new layer. Then go here, delimited text. Click here to look for your folder. As you can see, that's the format we save the spreadsheet file. I created a new folder with the data inside with the tables. Just select all the tables. I was thinking we can select all tables, but that's not possible. Then we have to do just one by one. And here it is important to mark this option, and here is going to be no geometry. Okay. Then add. We have the table here. Let's go to add the other ones. This one, open, add, and the last one. Add. And then close, and let's go to see how the tables looks like. Okay. Now we are going to link this column. For this one here is this one with this one here. This one is cumulative cases and this one is cumulative cases. First I'm going to show you the attribute table with these columns. Now we are going to add this table here. To do that one, just go here, click right, and go to properties, and now go to joins, add, and select the table you want. In this case is this one, and you have to select the link column. In both cases is going to be the name field. Okay, and then OK, and apply, and OK. And now if you see the attribute table, now all this information, we pass information from here to this table here, and we are going to do the same for the other ones, but I'm going to pass the video faster. Okay, now it's time to plot the data on the map. But first, let's go to make invisible the dots to avoid any confusion with the circles. To do that one, just click here, go to Properties, now go to Symbology, and then select the dot here, and just make this one invisible. Here and here. Apply, and OK. Now I'm going to do the same for these two, but I'm going to pass the video faster. As you can see, now we don't have any dock. This one is invisible here also at the legend. Next step is going to create the circles associated with the visual representation of each parameter according to the accumulative values. To do that one, let's go to start with this one here, go to Properties, then go to Diagrams, and here we are going to select this option. Then go here, select the attribute you want to make the interpretation. Let's go to pick up this one, and here we can select the color. In this case, I'm going to take a red color, something like this one. Okay. Now for the rendering, I'm going to make this line as 2, and it's going to be a black color. And here for the size, I'm going to use a scale size. Here we have to select the attribute that is going to be the last day we set, this one, and then here let's go to pick up the maximum value for this layer. Okay, and the maximum value is 9340, and the scale, let's go to try at the moment 40, and then just press apply. Oh sorry, placement is going to be over the point. Apply, and let's go to see. If we want to avoid the overlapping, we can take a small number at the scale here. Instead to put 40, you can put 35, for example. Let's go to see what happened. Apply. Okay, but for me 40 is good, because if I make the scale very small, the circles related with the recovered cases and deaths is not going to be, you are not going to see that circles, because the numbers are going to be smaller. Then 40, it's a value that cover my expectations for the visual representation of this parameter. Now let's go to do the same for the other parameters, but I'm going to pass the video faster. There is one very important thing. In order to establish a proper scale ratio between the parameters, we have to calculate the scale based on the highest value for each parameter. We can follow, let me show you these equations here. Okay, that's the highest value for its parameter, right? Here is the description of the parameter. Then with this simple equation, we can establish the scale ratio between the parameters, okay? Then for the recovered cases, it's going to be 7.7, and for the deaths is going to be 0.8. And this is the value we have to put here at the scale. Okay, we are going to pick up the highest value for this layer, and it's going to be the size for the scale 7.7. Sorry. 7. Okay, apply. And I'm going to do the last one. This one here. And as I said, the scale for this one is going to be this number here, 0.8. I'm going to pass the video faster. As I said before, 0.8. And also here has to be diameter. Okay, I'm going to change for the other ones. And placement over point. Apply. I'm going to change this one. Over point and diameter. Apply. For this one is good, and diameter. Okay, apply. Then we have to change the position of the layers. This one is going to move to the top. And this one is going to move to the top. Okay. This map is representing the values for the day April 7. And as you can see, for example, in some territories there is no points of information because the numbers are very small, even for Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and also here. But for Quebec, as you can see, we have the highest values. Next step is to label all the parameters. Labeling in QuantumGIS, it's not an easy task, it takes time. The goal is to create a map where the information is clear and very visual. As this map is going to show 3 different parameters, and these parameters are going to change day after day, the labels has to be really well placed in order to avoid any wrong reading. To do that one, let's go to parameter by parameter. Properties. Option is going to be labels. Single label. And here we have to choose the last day. Okay. Now for the format, this number is going to be 8. Let's go to change that one for bold. Let's go to give a buffer for the number to see clear, also a shadow. And here is the option for the placement. Okay, we are going to use this option, and for this one that is going to be cases, we are going to see how it looks like with these numbers here, 3 and 4 here, and it's going to be this one. And for the priority, we are going to give then high priority. Apply, and let's go to see how it looks like. Okay, but we want to change the color for a red color, just to follow the same color as the circles. Then here is going to be red color. Apply. Okay, now I'm going to do the same for the rest of parameters, but I'm going to pass the video faster. Okay. In this case, we are going to put number 2, and here is going to be the number -5, and the position is going to be this one. Apply. Okay, and we have to change that one for a green color. Now I'm going to do the last one. In this case, it's going to be this orientation. This number is going to be 5, and the other one is going to be -2. High priority, apply. Okay, and this is the result for our labels. As you can see, the numbers here are very small, then we don't have any circle. Here there is no numbers for Nunavut, and here we have the rest of the numbers. Even here the numbers are not so clear. When we export the map to create the video, this information is going to see more clear. The base map is already done. The next task is to work on the map edition and create an image for each day at the print layout. But first, let me show you how we can change the days and labels. Okay, as you can see here, the map is representing the information for the April 7th, but now I'm going to change for the March 20th. Then go here, go properties, and diagrams, and just you have to change here the date. Okay, we say March 20, just click on this one and apply, and okay. And we have to do the same for the other parameters, because each parameter has to show the same day, right? Here at the 20, apply, and also here, properties, diagram, and here 20. Apply, and okay. But now also we have to change the labels, because we changed just the circles, but now we have to change the labels also. Then it's going to be the same, but in this case we have to go to this tab here, the label. Then go here, and here at the top you have to select the 20th for each parameter again, for this one, for this one, 20 here, and for the last one. After this one, we have for the labels and also for the parameters the same day. Okay, as you can see, all the data now changed on the map. Okay, this part of the video is finished, and I will continue on session 2. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.